It's time for a Lion Vision update with UNA baseball coach Mike Keene. Coach Keene's team took 2 out of 3 over the weekend against Shorter here at Mike Lane Field. And Coach, anytime you can go out and get a win in a Gulf South Conference series, a series win, it's a good thing moving forward.
Yeah, you go into the season trying to win this series, which is 2 out of 3, and we were able to do that. Always kind of disappointing when you felt you had that opportunity on Sunday and kind of slipped away the way the game went. But, I thought Tyler Joyner pitched another great game. The first game I thought we played well, and second game was kind of a sloppy game for both teams, but we were able to come through with a victory, and Saturday winning those 2 games, obviously gave us a series, but we were hoping to get the sweep. But Shorter played really well on Sunday, and they played better than us on Sunday, and they got the win.
Tyler Joyner picked up the win in Game 1, his second straight complete game. He struck out 11 in the ball game. He gave up 1 run. It was not earned. So once again, a junior college transfer. He's come in week after week and just keeps coming up with big performances for you.
Yeah, and coming off of the pitcher of the week, sometimes you don't know a little bit of a jinx in that, but obviously he didn't worry about it and went out and pitched really well. I actually thought he pitched better this weekend than he did against West Georgia. I thought he was in the zone. I thought his double breaking balls that he had, and really kind of that's the thing right now with what Tyler's doing. You kind of think, okay, maybe they're not that good of an offensive team, and then you realize how good maybe Joyner's pitching. So I think that's the other part of it. And the other thing kind of you don't notice about him is he's really good off the mound. He's a good athlete for his size. He moves around really well. He made a couple plays off the mound that really kept them from doing anything and fielded his position extremely well. So just a great outing for Tyler.
Unfortunately, we did drop Game 3, but it was a game where we had to rally. We were trailing heading into the 8th inning, and that's when Brant Holland hit an inside-the-park home run that wasn't officially an inside-the-park home run. Their outfielder dropped a ball out in the outfield and around. It allowed us to clear the bases and for Holland to score from the plate. So that's a big-time hit for Brant Holland, who's had some time this year at first base and is the designated hitter.
Well, it was early in the game we had bases loaded, and it's one of those areas that we just have not been very good with the bases loaded. And the first opportunities, we kind of pulled off the ball, didn't do what we needed to do, and so he kind of had an opportunity to kind of redeem himself. And then what was really nice about it is he stayed on a breaking ball and actually hit the single to right field, which would have drove in the 2 runs anyway to tie the game. And then obviously the ball went underneath the glove and went all the way to the fence, and Brant, not one of the fastest guys, was able to hustle out of the box. That's what I noticed. He was really hustling out of the box, and because of that, he was able to come around and score. And at that time, we felt was gave us the win. And going into the top of the 9th, we felt pretty good about getting the win. But obviously, Shorter decided differently about that.
Next up for the Lions, we have a midweek matchup against Division I Alabama A&M. So that's great competition this week for us to get ready for next weekend's game series against West Florida.
Well, Alabama and A&M, former player for us and former coach for us. Mitch Hill coaches that team, so fortunate that we get to play him because of that. So they always have a good ball club going over to play, and hopefully we'll see how it turns out. The weather is calling for some rain, but we know it's a good challenge for us, kind of to maybe clean some stuff up for this midweek that we maybe get a little bit better on, and get us prepared for a very challenging weekend against the University of West Florida.
So this weekend we head down to Pensacola to take on the Argonauts, a team that is 4-2 in conference play. They're coming off of a sweep in the first week against Mississippi College. Then they dropped 2 out of 3 versus Valdosta State. Another weekend where our pitching will have to be pretty good on the road.
West Florida, obviously playing at their place is always tough. We're going to have to pitch well. We're going to have to clean our defense up. That's one of the things that we've been a little inconsistent this year. Some games will look pretty sharp, and other games we don't. I think we had we've had some miscommunication on fly balls. We actually dropped some pop-ups this weekend. So, those are things we can't do against a very good University of West Florida. Now, they're struggling a little bit. They were obviously with their pitching staff returning. We know they got a lot of talent on the mound. They're going to be a very talented ball club. So, we need to go in there and play clean and, play with the energy that I know we're capable of. And it'll be a good challenge for us, and looking forward to going down there and see what we're going to have and how we're going to handle it.
That's Mike Keene, head coach of the UNA baseball team, on the road this week taking on Alabama A&M and West Florida in a Gulf South Conference weekend series. Be sure and visit roarlions.com to keep up with all things related to UNA baseball.